Before I start, I'd just like to say, off the script, that I want to thank Isaac. I won't leave his last name here for anonymity purposes, but he's a close friend of mine. He gave me this as a Christmas present, and I just want to tell him that this episode's dedicated to you, man. Hello and welcome to Joshtika's Anime Bag. Today's anime? Black Blood Brothers. "30 years after a great vampire war, a 300-year-old vampire named Jiro, or Silverblade, has decided to head back to his old battleground. Why? Well, because the former battleground has now been transformed into a city dubbed the Special Zone, where an attempt at vampire-human equality is currently underway. This leads Jiro to hope that he and his brother, Kotaro, can live there peacefully with the help of their aide, Mimiko. However, things might not be as safe as they seem, as a new threat looms over the city. Led by the charismatic Cassandra, this new breed of vampires, dubbed the Kulong Children, have decided to carve a place for themselves in the Special Zone. Violently. It's now up to Jiro and the Order Coffin Company to stop not only the Kulon children, but also a few old groups hoping to rise to power. So is Black Blood Brothers any good, or does it just plain suck? Get it? Suck, because, they're vampires? Okay, look, I already used the bloody good time joke last episode. Just cut me some slack, okay? Anywho, technical stuff. Not really much to talk about here. The art and animation aren't bad, but they're never really stressed to impress either. The visuals do their job, but not much else, is basically what I'm saying here. Character designs are kinda generic, but do vary enough within the show to avoid what I like to call PFS, or Pentagon Face Syndrome. The music is okay. Nothing was really good or bad, it was just kinda there. So, if anything, you'll at least be able to save yourself money on the soundtrack. The voice acting is, well, actually better than average.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mimiko Katsuragi. It's nice to meet you.
Mimiko? That name's kinda weird.
Yeah, it's different. I get that a lot.
I'm warning you. If my brother is harmed in any way, I will be able to detect it even if we are separated by a great distance. So don't you dare lay a hand on him.
Yeah? That a threat?
Not a threat. A promise.
It's not the best, but it's Funimation. Most Funimation dubs today sound pretty much the same, but to be honest, they all sound pretty good to me, so you won't hear much complaining. If I had to pick any standouts, I'd probably say J. Michael Tatum did a great job as Jiro. He does a good job of making the character mostly likable, but sounding dangerous when he needs to. Story. What to say about the story?
But it still makes me laugh.
Well, there's a lot of exposition. It's not a good thing.
Into the ocean. He jumped in without hesitation to save the Lord Sage.
In all reality, there's really not much to talk about here. When it comes to vampire stories, there's really not much you can explore theme-wise. If the vampires are a villainous force, the writer can explore themes such as humanity's lust, our gluttony, or a lingering fear of being preyed upon. If the vampires are good guys, the writer can explore themes such as acceptance, both of oneself and others, or immortality. And not much else, really. So, what does Black Blood Brothers decide to be about? Well, none of these really. Nah, Black Blood Brothers decides to pursue more run-of-the-mill shonen themes like protecting what you love and being the best you can be. Yeah, the vampires are pretty much just there to be vampires, although, to the show's credit, they do stick pretty well to vampire lore and mythology if you're a stickler for that kind of stuff. So if it's pretty much just like every other shonen show, why even watch it? Well... it's only 12 episodes long. That's right, what takes some shonen a 3-digit episode count to accomplish, Black Blood Brothers manages to do in only 12. Sure, it could waste our time with overextended fight scenes and repetitive story arcs, but it knows that we have better things to do with our lives, or just better anime to watch, and decides to gracefully bow out after episode 12. So the next time someone says that Naruto totally had to be that long so they could explain how Ninja 249A's potato chip jutsu worked, feel free to slap him in the face with this show and call it a day. Well, while the plot may be a bundle of decently executed blandness, at least the characters are fun. They may not have been particularly deep, but at least they were down to earth and likable. Even the more cookie-cutter characters often feel and act in ways that might remind you of yourself or a friend of yours.
Oh, great. Wake up, brother! Wake up, brother! Wake up, brother! Wake up! Wake up, brother! 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 Wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up, brother! Wake up, brother! Wake... Oh, you're up!
You won't be writing any thesis papers on these characters, but you will at least care about what's happening to them, which will give even the less important scenes at least a little weight. While you'll probably enjoy the ride while it lasts, it won't be making much of an impression. Honestly, of all the anime I've seen, this one is the most outstandingly average. I mean, it's almost amazing just how average it is. And you know what? I love it for that. I'm serious, this show is my rock. Now don't get me wrong, I think people should strive for excellence in everything they do, and usually hate to see people settle for just okay. However, this show hits the middle in every area so well that it's become the standard I judge every other anime on. Whenever I'm done with an anime and I'm forced to ask myself the essential question, was it a good anime? I simply ask myself, was it better or worse than Black Blood Brothers? And I will have my answer. So, for being the standard bearer of anime mediocrity, Black Blood Brothers gets 2 stars out of 4. So, good night and, hey, stay awesome.
諦めない木箱拳に握してみてこの運命と明日の記憶きつく抱いて守るよ